Greetings, travelers! So welcome back. So today we're going to start out with our first quest, looking at the different options that are available for the quests and whatever else we can think of. So I've kind of taken a little bit of extra effort before we came into here, and I just titled it. This stuff is real easy. As long as you have the edit text highlighted, any text item that can be edited will automatically, when you click on it, give you a window that you can edit the text. Copy all, say you have a quest, you want to have multiple of the same description, you could copy all and then clear and paste, which will clear whatever's in here, and paste what you've copied. Clear is just that, clears everything. Paste will paste wherever the cursor is after that. So we'll go ahead and save that just so we make sure. So, for quests, now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to call create task. This will give you all the different options that are currently available. So, consume task, just what it says. This is where they hand in the item that you want, and the quest book takes it, and then completes that task, and either completes the quest and gives them the reward, or goes to the next task. Crafting task, they have to physically craft the item. Now, as far as I'm aware, the way that this works is it has to be done in a recognized crafting table. Not all modded crafting tables work. Mileage may vary. Location task. So if you're setting up a map and you want your players to be able to go to a certain location, you want to kind of encourage them to go to a certain location, you'll use this in order to do that. QDS, this is the item, the quest delivery system, where you can tag the QDS with the quest in the book and then feed it with large numbers of items. Probably the best item, if you're going to want them to turn in more than a stack of an item, that's probably the best task. Detection task, they simply just have to have the item in their inventory. There's different options for that, but in a nutshell, has to detect that it's in the inventory. Killing, go off, kill 10 creepers. Go off, kill 10 zombies. Go off, kill whatever mob is there. Death task, player dies a certain number of times, this quest comes open. You could set that up where maybe you could give them an extra, if you're doing this as a hardcore, you could use that after they've hit certain number of deaths, they can actually get more hearts, or some kind of armor, or just whatever the reward you want to do. Reputation task. This little button here, when there's a task, you can set it that as part of the reward they get a certain amount of reputation. So if you don't have a mod that adds some kind of faction system, you can actually make this as a faction system in there. So, rep kill, if you're going to encourage PvP, like a multiplayer, then this you're going to want you used in order to say, alright, you want to kill players that are at or above a certain reputation in order to complete the task. So, we'll go with the basic one, which is consume. We'll do 3. You can actually have quite a few in here, but we'll do 3. We'll do consume, location, and a detection. And you'll see they all show up. So, one of the key things to remember is anytime you're doing something, make sure you click the cursor, and then that way you can continue to navigate. Otherwise, let's say for example we do text. Then we come out of here. You won't be able to click anything, and you'll wonder what's wrong, and it's because it saves what you had, but the text is not an option in here. So, try to remember to always go back to cursor. So, consume task. And it'll tell you the instructions. They have to hand in items or fluids. Now, fluids obviously will be in buckets. Items, whatever they do. They can use a quest delivery system to do it, but it seems kind of pointless when you're using only, a stack of items or less, because you can hold that much. Alright, so the location task, as you can see here, that's an item where you can change the text. So instead of saying new, we can say dangerous location, and that's what it'll be called. And then the location coordinates always default to 000 and dimension 0. If you want to change that, you go to edit location, click on the icon, If you know the coordinates and they're not near where you're at, you can hand type them. Otherwise, I usually go to the location and then hit your location so it automatically populates. Now, some of the options, you can show the location, which is like it says here. It won't tell the radius, but it'll tell you the coordinates. If you want to give them everything, you can do show all. That'll even show the radius so they know just how close they have to be. And then a hide info, it just tells them that there's a location to go to, but they have no idea where it's at. More would be if you were guiding them into a specific area, so the likelihood of them not hitting the coordinates would be fairly low. You might use this and then use it as a hidden task that shows up once they've hit the location. Hit OK, that saves. Now icons, change item. That'll let you change the icons for this, so we'll go with, let's try trap. Go trap chest. That changes the icon, doesn't give anything other than just a visual. If you do, say, rewards, this is where you can go, well, let's say diamond. And then you can change how many, so we'll give them 10. If you have items in your inventory, like a named item that you want to give them, that'll show up here and you can select that. Otherwise, just do like I did, search. That'll be the reward. Now pick one if you want to give them a multiple choice. This is where you would do it. So you could have multiple items here. We'll go ahead and do iron, gold. So basically each item they can choose one plus whatever's up here as a reward. If you want to do a reputation, so you want this to give you reputation, if this was a rep quest, then you could do that. These are, go here, this will edit the amount, so what we'll do, we'll go back here. Back again. And we'll go back again. Oh, too far. So we'll go here. We'll do change value or add a reputation. So we'll create new. We'll do a couple of them. Text, we'll do beginner. Intermediate. Back out. So now you have here. So we can change the value here and here if we want. So now we go into here, go back here. Oh. So now we can go beginner. And we can change the reward. And we can even change it whether we want beginner or intermediate. Well, let's say 10. So if you complete the quest, you get 10 reputation on that. That'll turn green. And that goes for individuals or parties depending on how you have the config set up. So now the location task, which we've already done, now we'll do detection. So detection, well, let's do consume first. Let's pick dirt. Everybody loves dirt. 10 pieces of dirt. Now precise detection. Exactly the NBP metadata, everything that, in this case, what would be a default from the menu. NBT means it only looks at basically what's in the menu that you see. So the name is dirt and whatever the mod ID or the item ID, block ID, plus any metadata. If you want fuzzy, it will pick, let's say you have dirt with a damage value of 12. It's going to ignore that damage value. It's only going to be anything named dirt. Basically the base item ID. So an example from forestry with the bees. All the bees are the same item ID. They have different meta and NBT data. So if you do fuzzy, any bee will work. And then OR dictionary. So you know how some mods add their own version of iron, their own version of steel. OR dictionary means any iron from any mod, any steel, any gold, whatever, sticks, wood. If it's or dictionary, that's what it'll detect. And then back to precise. In this case, we have to have 10. So after they give us 10 dirt, we want them to go to a location. And then after they go to the location, we need to detect that they have something. So we're going to make it so that they have to have... We're going to go with stone. Well, let's go cobble. And they have to have 10 cobble. Once they've completed all those, then they get the reward. Now let's say you decide, you know what, I don't want to do detection tests. Let's change that task. So since we already had that one chosen, let's go with QDS task. So now it's still going to be cobble, but they have to give it to the QDS system. That's pretty much the basics for setting up a general quest. Now, what we'll do there in the next episode, the plan is we will get into more advanced stuff like linking quests and quests into different categories, so you can get a more interactive book and be able to hopefully give players of your mod pack a much more rich experience when they're playing your pack. So for now, thank you very much for coming by, and you guys have a great day.